Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FTBSports. This is your Manchester United reaction show after the game against Real SOCIEDAD and Manchester United. The result was a astonishing 4-0 win. But listen, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm keeping quiet here because I know Mr. B is sitting there pumping his chest up and everything. It's all coming out, Let the Mr. Hulk out and everything. So, guys, to begin with, let's bring in Mr. K. He's joining us as well. Let's see if his reception's working correctly. Yes, Mr. K, welcome. So, Evelyn. So we're just talking just now quickly about Mr. B. Me and Amonde yesterday, I said it was going to be a draw. Amonde reckoned we'd have lost because we looked at both teams and Mr. B weren't having none of it yesterday. He said United's going to win. We should be more confident in us. It's not even I didn't feel confident. I just thought it'd be a draw. That's my honest opinion. But looking at the team sheet today, when I see, check it out.
Swagger.
Swagging it. When I saw the team sheet today, I sat there and I went, okay, the Flash, what you calling me, the Flash, Welsh Flash, no comment about that. So let's start talking first of all, because let's go to on Monday. Then from on Monday, we're going to go to K, and then we'll come to Mr. B. Let's do it this way today. So on Monday, first things first, yesterday, we spoke about it all and we went about, we weren't confident enough of this win because of how well Real Sociedad is playing. Now, do you think what the team today did a bit of justification of the last few games?
All right. First of all, I just want to send an apology to Mr. B. All right. I called the defeat. I said we'd lose 3-0 or something like that yesterday. How wrong could I be? Embarrassing. So, but I watched the game. Managed to tune into the game. Got home from work, watched it all, and I was really impressed by United. Someone was saying yesterday how we'd soak up and hit them on the break. It wasn't even that. They didn't even really give us any threat. Only in the first couple of minutes, I thought, oh, okay, but they didn't. They're not as good as I thought they would be, or they didn't play today as good as they could have been, or as their league position or their recent form this season has suggested. So I'm really, I'm up in the air about it. For one, I thought we'd lose because I wasn't sure what sort of side we'd play. But in the end, it was good enough. Rashford still a bit shaky. He's not. He needs to finish his dinner. He's spoon-fed and he doesn't finish his dinner. He had a few chances solo. Trust me, he had a couple good chances where he should have done it. But overall, I'm really happy. 4-0.
Yeah,
I'm even wearing my Man United red t-shirt, And all I can say is, hit me, Mr. B. I'm deeply sorry.
I love it.
I'm deeply sorry.
Mr. B sitting there. All I can see is teeth. Can you see your teeth?
I called it all wrong. I can see your chest is well up, taking up the screen. Look at him! Look at him! Anyway, I'll pass it on. Well done, United. Oh yeah, sorry. Last thing. I'm so pleased that Mata got a game, and most of all, the youth. What's his name? Diallo. Yeah.
We'll come into that though, but he looks fantastic.
Anyway,
fantastic.
Pass it on, man. Great.
Let's pass it on. Kay, welcome back. Pleasure having you back on again. Man of very talent, knows his football, knows his Manchester United. Looking at the team today, what did you think? Because the lineup yesterday, we spoke about the lineup, and obviously Henderson we got correct, Telles we got correct, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire and Bailly we got correct. Fred and having issues. Was it Fred having issue with his passport? Brazilians, innit? Got to check his passport properly. What did you make of the lineup today then for yourself? What did you think? Your first impression of the lineup?
I was happy with the lineup. I was happy that Eric Bailly started. That was the main thing. But before I go on, I just think Monday, I think you apologized to Mr. B, but you should really be apologizing to Fred today because
wait, let's not get the Fred yet.
Last time you guarded him down, and it made me feel like, was he listening to us? And I'll show you. I think he must be listening because the performance that he put on today was just outstanding, So you only You owe him a big apology.
Okay, you know what I've done as well? I went out and I got a not a meme, but I've got like this thing made up now, and I'm representing Fred everywhere. I've got him everywhere. Fred for life.
Yeah,
That is it.
yeah.
That is
and
it.
I apologize to you about rinsing Dan James as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, you lot need to apologize to Dan James too.
Yeah. But going back to the lineup, I was really happy with the lineup. I'm always happy when Eric Bailly starts with Maguire. I've always liked that combination. But even so, the first couple of minutes were so shaky because I think Bailly miscontrolled and it could have led to a goal. Januzaj could have scored. And then at the other end, Rashford had a couple of chances. And the last show that I was on, I was saying he needs to play striker and all that. But again, like Amande's saying, his finishing is not up to scratch. But even so, and you noticed during the game that he was trying to drift out back to the left where he felt more comfortable when he was supposed to be starting as a central striker. Because I feel like after he missed those 2 chances, he didn't want to get another chance again and miss. So he went back to the left, what he's used to. And from that position, I think it was Fred that played him in. He scored a nice goal. So, yeah. All smiles, man. All smiles. I'm really pleased with the performance. I was happy with the lineup today. Telles got minutes. Bailly got minutes. Who else? James got minutes, which he needed. And Diallo made his debut. So I'm really happy with what Ali did tactically. And they're good sides. Don't discredit them. Don't say, they weren't as good as they expected them to be. We were just great. I just think we were great. That was all it was.
Yeah. Mr. B, now going on to the lineup, I'm going to come back to you again because yesterday we had a discussion obviously about the lineup, and we did say obviously about certain players we didn't think would feature. But you did say my boy Dan James to feature. So again, same question I'm going to ask Kay. I'm asking you, what's your thoughts on that sort of lineup as well? Was there anything you would have changed? Well, obviously we won 4-0, but is there? But would there be any changes you would have done in sort of that lineup? Because for me, I looked at that lineup, and to be honest with you, that's got to be one of our lineup I looked at right at the beginning, and I went, actually, you know what? I'm pleased with that. I was so happy with it. I even shared it on Twitter.
Did you?
Yeah.
You must have been happy, boy. You must have been happy, boy. No way, man. I saw. No, look. I was always confident that we were going to win. I didn't think we were going to win 4-0. I was confident James was going to play just because of the players who weren't available. Fred and McTominay. McTominay is slowly changing my mind about him. I know Fred played a ball, but what I will say to that is it was supposed to be a back pass. It was supposed to be a back pass. When he hit the ball, the first thing that went through my mind was, oh shit.
I'm coming for you, innit? When I see it,
he watched the show. Yeah, that ball was yeah. I don't know where he got it from. You know what I mean? I will say that.
Brazilian. That was a Brazilian pass.
Look, I broke him from Chelsea twice.
You listened to our last show. Sorry.
I don't know. It was. The performance today, I was very, 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 very happy with. There wasn't. Diallo, as I said, I mean, Koundé said it. Everything that he said, even down to Diallo making an appearance. I like that. But, we've done the work now. The next game is where we rest the players for the Premiership game. You understand? Yeah. But today, I mean, the first, as I said, that Koundé said it as well. Bailly, he's always got that. He's always got that in him. But he had space to recover. But he settled down after that. I think Maguire had a good game today.
What?
Yeah, shush. I think Maguire had a good game today as well. I'm I don't have anything. There's nothing. There's nothing. We won 4-0. Why are we going to be moaning about winning the 4-0?
So where's the I told you?
No. You already know. I told you. I don't need to tell you.
But going back to going back to Kay now. Obviously, like what Mr. B said, we did this whole prediction yesterday about it. But Henderson today, a clean sheet. Do you think now against Newcastle we should drop De Gea and put Henderson in the goal? Do you think that will be sort of the next step for us?
Nah, not necessarily. I think Henderson's got a lot of games coming up that he can feature in, like the next tie of the Europa League and the FA Cup coming up as well. I think De Gea still, for me, he's the number one guy. And obviously our priority is still Premiership top 4. So he's the most important. So I wouldn't drop him. I wouldn't drop De Gea, no.
Yeah. Now, Mr. B, going back to you, Bailly, do you think he start on Saturday, or would you revert back and put Lindelof back at centre back? Because again,
good question.
Can you answer that? Yeah, answer it, because I don't even talk about Lindelof.
I would play Bailly, but he's going to play Lindelof.
Yeah,
he's going to play Lindelof. I mean, look, you always want your manager to be strong in their convictions and their choice. The one thing that he has proven is that his first choice centre backs are Maguire and Lindelof.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going. That's just how it's going to be. Whether he buys another centre back or he stays fit long enough to prove that he's a good partner, because Maguire looks good.
Next to him, Maguire.
He looks good. They look like a proper partnership when they play together.
But
you know, I mean, one of the things that did shock me though, when Bailly was chasing one of their forwards down, and Maguire was like close, and then Maguire sort of slid right. The player sort of turned into Maguire, but Maguire will give the man a little slide tackle, like he was fast, and I thought, oh,
just that's Adam Brown.
Yeah.
I
was shocked.
Going to on Monday now. With that though, with the obviously Bailly playing with Maguire, like I've been saying for ages now, we need someone who's got legs on them to play with him, because I don't know who is making which one look worse. I don't know whether it's by Lindelof is making Maguire worse, or Maguire's either when they play together. But I just think if, like we said, Bailly can stay fit, Bailly will be the ideal partner for him. So do you think we probably need to go out in the summer and get a new centre-back who can accommodate with Maguire at the back to make, for next piece of the jigsaw, really, for Man United?
Okay, I'm going to answer that question with a question. Prior to my little bros, Kahinde, I asked him to do a scout report on Seville centre-back yesterday. Did you watch the full game, full 90?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, can you give me a little scout report on, what's his name, Koundé?
Jules Koundé.
Yeah, can you give me a little scout report? Because that's the guy I've been...
it wasn't a game that put Koundé in a good light, because, the goals, I think they were up against quality opposition. He was up against Haaland. When I looked at the goals, I can't really blame Koundé for any of the goals, but the way I see it, it's about, as an individual defender, I think he's very good. But again, I just think, is he better than what we got? Is he really better than what we got? I mean, I've watched Bailly again today, and I just think if he can stay fit, there's no point investing money in a centre-back that's really unproven and uncapped.
Yeah.
The only centre-back that I would go for personally is Koulibaly or Varane. They're the only two really world-class centre-backs. The rest of them are just on a level where it's unproven at the big stage how well they could do. And I just think as well, if we buy another centre-back, what does that say about Tuanzebe? Do we say that he's not got a future? Because people forget, I mean, it is true what they say, you're only as good as your last game. People forget Tuanzebe marked Neymar and Mbappe out of the game at PSG. When we beat PSG at their ground, he ran with Mbappe like nothing, just strolling, He had such a good game. He was really perfect that game. then he didn't get to play again. So he's not getting the run of games. And because of that, it's hard to pick up form and consistency. Just like Bailly today, the first few minutes he was shaky and all that, but he grew into the game. But it's because he hasn't played a lot. So I think we've got all the right defenders. Those four, Maguire, Lindelof, Bailly, Tuanzebe, they're perfect four. You know, 2 ball playing centre backs, 2 really quick ones. And I just think we just need to establish a relationship. But the relationship's got to be not Maguire and Lindelof together. Either Lindelof with Tuanzebe or Bailly, or Maguire with Tuanzebe or Bailly. That's it. Solution that's involved.
Can you pass it back? Can I take that back, please?
But
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, great points, all that. But the question was, do we need a centre back? And I say yes. I still say yeah, because I don't see us winning titles with the 4 you've got at the moment. And judging about pace as well, like I'm saying, I don't think it's an issue about pace. I mean, it's really short. It's about wisdom and positioning rather than pace. As Mr. B pointed out earlier, Maguire had the wisdom to sweep up, get his dustpan and brush, and sweep up all of Bailey's mess when the Swedish squad went through this afternoon.
sorry, on Monday, can I pass it back to you again? Obviously,
Bring some up, guys. Let's not make it family.
Sorry.
Okay, after you came,
it's
I'll
all right.
slide in. I'll slide in after you came.
Okay, right. I don't know if you watched the game last night, but I'm just thinking as well. The only thing that I think Jules Koundé, I didn't really see any leadership there. He's a good defender. He's quick. He's strong. You know, but I'm not seeing any leadership. So I'm just saying to you, I don't even know if the guy speaks English or not. If he comes into United, that's what I'm saying. We need someone to communicate as well, a communicator. And I just think we've got those 4 guys. They're the perfect 4. Just get the relationship.
I watched the game, and as a unit, when they were under attack and everything else, I thought he was leading the line. He was looking, head was going like that. He was talking to his partner, wasn't it Diego or something? I was happy what I saw about communication and leadership. Might have been in Spanish or French or whatever, but he was. I saw he was.
Don't speak English though. That doesn't happen. Don't speak English.
Back to you, Chairman.
So what for me now is like we touched on a point with like we've gone with the Maguire and the Maguire and Bailly today, and it's almost like what we're saying about like Maguire cleaned up Bailly's mess. I believe and honestly think the reason why you see Maguire today and he looks more confident is because the fact of the matter is he's playing with Bailly and he trusts Bailly more than he trusts Lindelof. Because when you watch Lindelof play, him and Maguire, they're nervous wreck every time you see them play. So even if like Bailly made that mistake, what will happen is Maguire is going back, tracking back, but then Maguire is knowing in his head, if he missed the tackle, Bailly is there anyway, the recovery. But that's my take on it. Mr. B, pass it on to you. What's your thought process?
I told you already, Lindelof shouldn't be ahead of Maguire. I mean, Lindelof shouldn't be ahead of Bailly. We have the discussion. It should be 2, as Koundé said. You have 2 ball players and you have 2 pacey, you know, slightly opposite, you know, defenders. But them two playing together is something that we're just going to have to deal with until the end of the season. But it's a every week thing. And then when Bailly plays and we keep a clean sheet, you think, okay, Bailly should be playing the next game.
Yeah.
But Ollie knows he's stubborn in his choice, whether it's because Bailly keeps getting injured and he can't trust him to form a partnership. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he can't trust him. So rather than have him being the in and out first choice, he's the backup. Prove yourself fit, play 7 or 8 games in a row and see, but is he going to get the 7 or 8 games in a row? Unless Lindelof gets injured. Yeah. You know, and he's been playing with a bad back and he's still playing every bloody week. So what does he have to do? You know?
So true. So quick one, guys. Sorry, I'm going to cut everyone there. Can we like, subscribe, share? If you're enjoying our contents, guy, please subscribe to us. We're FTBSports, bringing you all different content going. We've got the Man United show, which some of you are watching. We've got the Arsenal show, which will be on at 10:30 tonight if you're interested in Arsenal. We've got the Spurs show, I think that's almost finished as well. And then we've got the Liverpool preview show tomorrow. And then we'll be back tomorrow for the Newcastle preview show as well. So let's move on now and let's talk to Kay and about this whole, I don't know, Mr. B said it earlier. I think I'm taking some of my criticism away from Scott. I don't know why it is, but I don't know. He's just looking better and better every game he's playing. What do you think that's down to?
I just think Scott McTominay, you know, when he first came onto the scene, you know, everyone could see that, all right, he's got potential, he's a good runner, he's strong physically and everything, but people couldn't really work out what his game was. It's a bit like Darren Fletcher when he first came onto this as well, because Fletcher was like, for a long time, I didn't know what he was. I didn't know, is he a holding midfielder? Is he attacking midfielder? Is he a winger? I didn't know. But I think McTominay he's grown into this role now, you know, where he can play as a 6 and he can play box to box if someone's screening next to him.
Yeah.
And I like it because I think he's got the Man United DNA. It's anyone that's coming up from the youth system and, you know, performing like that and giving 100%, which is what we want. You know, he's a type of player that we want to see progress. And I'm just like you. I'm with you on McTominay. I like him. I think he should always be starting.
Kohunde, question. Do you think, do you think because of Paul Pogba's injury, we're now seeing a better Scott McTominay because of the amount of games that he's able to play in a row and the fact that he knows maybe he's more likely to be playing the next game, so he's more likely to maybe take a chance in the game, you know, with a pass or with a run, because he knows, well, Paul Pogba's not there next game.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because I think, like, I've seen McTominay play with Pogba, I've seen him play with Van der Beek, I've seen him play with Fred mostly this season, it seems like. And I think whoever he plays with, he performs pretty well. I mean, there's only a couple of games this season where I liked what he's done, but it doesn't matter who he's playing with. It seems like to me he's always performing. I don't think Pogba hinders his game where it's like if he's playing there and he does his job. But I want to put that question back to you. What's your preferred midfield duo at this moment?
Not Fred.
Even after tonight.
Listen,
only on Thursdays for Fred.
I give Jackie's jacket in it. You know, as I said, I told you what I thought where I thought he was looking to make the pass, but it went to Rashford. No, listen, you give Jackie's jacket, but it's taken 200 games for us for him to even do a pass like that. So when are we going to see him score? You know?
He'll score against Newcastle.
Pardon?
He'll score against Newcastle.
Is his wife or Geordie?
He'll score. He'll get a brace in that game.
And now, what are we going to see from Fred now? What sort of player are we going to see? Are we going to see that
the true Brazilian
guy who thinks, you know, we had this conversation, you know, this could be the worst thing that happened to us and Fred. Because he could be out there now trying to flip-flap, man, like a proper Brazilian. And then we're done.
On point.
We're done. You know, so, you know, fair play to him today. You know, and the whole team, the minimum anybody played today was a 7.5, maybe. You know, I think everybody was on a nice consistent. There wasn't a superstar, although, you know, Bruno did his business. I mean, that guy, Jesus Christ. Boy.
So on Monday, I'm going to come to you now quickly. Do you think the performance what we had today was based and down to team selection? Because today you had no Martial and you had no Cavani. So do you think that gave the team a bit more freedom to go and express themselves?
honestly, I think it's really hard to assess today's game. We're playing against a team which is like an unknown factor for us. We seemed to have a lot more time on the ball. They couldn't seem to handle our aggression, our pace.
The pace killed them.
Rashford was hurting them. Their defenders, it's like they've never seen pace in the Spanish league, in La Liga. I mean, the way Rashford was like running, he wasn't even, Rashford's always offside. Rashford was giving him 5 yards and still like galloping. That's what I'm saying. So I was really disappointed with their defense. And I think there's a big contrast. When we look at today's game, you didn't see it, Solo, but the rest of us three did. I don't know what you guys think. But when I was looking at today's game, it was all like a Spanish summer game, where it's slow. And they couldn't, because we're so used to the Prem and being compact and everything else, they couldn't really break us down. They couldn't get beyond us. They couldn't get behind us. But where they were playing so high, a few long balls really hurt them. And they started to get worried for their pace. And their defenders were a bit, from my point of view, their defenders were kind of shocking. The way they couldn't, it happened once, but it happened 2, 3, 4 times that we got behind them so easily. I thought that was a bit, maybe they're not used to that in the Spanish league. Maybe teams play through them sort of thing and don't really play that style of football. But they got a rude awakening today. Shout out to Rick Rude.
Rick Rude.
So let's go back to let's go to Koundé. With it, do you think with Greenwood, he's obviously struggling for form this season compared to last season? So today he shoot blanks today basically. So would you then now put him again up against Newcastle in the upcoming game, or would you rest him? Because for me, my honest personal opinion, I'd play him the next game.
Well, the thing is, when you look at our options on the right-hand side, Greenwood is really, for me, he's the only real option, valuable option that we've got, because everyone's saying he struggled this season, and that happens a lot with young players where they had their second season and they struggle a little bit. But when I watch Greenwood, he doesn't frustrate me in what he does. I mean, normally when one-on-ones he's good. He normally is able to get past his player, make something happen. And when he knows that he can't go anywhere, he won't try and turn into trouble. He'll just pass it, lay it off. I think he's a really sensible sort of player. So he doesn't frustrate me. And I just think there's no one else on the right wing at the moment that can challenge him. Unless you're talking about the world. But yeah, Greenwood's got to start at the weekends against Newcastle, definitely.
Mr. B is going to pay me to ask you this question. Who starts on against Newcastle? Greenwood or the Flash?
Greenwood. Every day of the week. Every day of the week. Right now, I see James as third choice on the right. Yeah, because I haven't seen Diallo play. But I already know he's better than James. So you've got Greenwood, and then you've got Diallo and James.
Yes. Yeah.
And then obviously he plays on the left. Rashford 1, Martial 1.5 ish, depending on his mood. And then there has to be somebody ahead of James on that side. But yeah, I'm not. I'm so glad for him. I really, really am. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's gone out there. I'm glad he's taken his opportunity. But Europa League,
2 goals in his last 2 appearances.
He's done what?
2 goals in his last 2 appearances.
I don't give a shit. I want to win. This isn't charity. This isn't charity. You know what I mean? He's part of the squad. Understand? He's part of the squad, and he was picked to do a job today, which he did. He's had the opportunity to do other jobs, which he can't do. So rather than us try and make him do those jobs and get everybody frustrated, the jobs that in the games that we think he playing those games where there's going to be acres of space. I mean, them man, they said it. Them man, they was playing on the halfway line. We got Daniel James and Rashford. Bro, I don't even know what tactics.
They didn't do their homework.
They made Daniel James look world class, like he is.
No, they made him look very fast. I don't hear that. Daniel James are world class. Daniel James was Europa class today. That's the only class I will give it. Europa class, Thursday night class. Well done, Daniel James. And well done, Freddie.
If you don't know as well, guys, please like, subscribe, share this channel to all your friends. 500 subscribers, you get a free shirt of your choice. Comment as well, guys. We'll read out your comments. Arsenal are losing 1-0, so the Arsenal show at 10:30 should be very interested. So, guys, let's wrap it up. This is probably one of our quickest show ever, really, because we've got no comments, because everyone's probably watching the Spurs show, probably, I reckon. But anyway, we don't do things like that. We don't worry about them, guys. What it is, let's talk about what's happening over the next coming few days. So, like I said, we're back here tomorrow. We've got a special guest tomorrow as well with us. Also, we'll then have the Liverpool reaction show. We'll then have the Spurs reaction show coming up. And we've got the Arsenal preview show on Sunday. And we've got the Premier League preview show also on Sunday as well. So there's lots going on, guys. So just tune in to FTB Sports. Also, if you support Southampton, we will have a Southampton show up within the next week as well for you guys to tune into. So we cover every single team in the Premier League, or try to anyway. So, guys.
By the way, sorry.
Go on.
Sorry to interrupt you. This is what happens when you talk about Arsenal. 2 minutes and they've gone and equalised. Don't talk about them. Keep it quiet, because when you don't, they lose.
Is it 1-1 now?
Yeah.
Well, I thought there would be a meltdown on AFT,
Can I ask a question?
to be honest with you.
Can I ask
Let's go in now and go on.
Yeah, just want to ask what you guys think about the Europa League and like.
Can't hear him. Yeah, we can hear now.
Yeah, just want to ask all three of you what you think about the Europa League and how important it is to you to win it.
Look, to me, the Europa League is a tournament that I'm so upset. I tell you, Tuesday and Wednesday watching, I was jealous. I can't pretend. I was jealous. You know what I mean? We had the perfect opportunity to go through the group and we blew it. And now we're in a competition that it's going to take us a lot of patience probably to win. You know, a lot of squad rotation. And right now, I would take the four. You know, I would take top four. You know, I don't want to get knocked out. No, you don't want your team to lose. Of course not. If we're going to lose to a team who are better than us. Don't lose to bums like Sociedad. You understand? Let it be a team that beats us, not us beating ourselves. You know, if it takes us to the semi-final, that's when you start getting excited. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
The only reason I watched the game is because I need to be talking to you, man. Last season when we was in it, I never had no interest.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have until you know you can smell a final. I don't have no interest, and right now we're a long way away. You know, so play the games, but rotate the squad so that it doesn't hinder our Premiership, because right now that's our bread and butter. You know, if we get to when we get to the final, because you know Ollie in semi-finals, he loves getting there. And what happens?
I'm going to say that.
Right. You know, we're leaving there with our tail between our legs. So get to the final, and then I get gassed. But as a tournament, I think I hope that he beds all of these players who, you know, give James his run out once a week. You know what I mean? Because what are the games? When's the next game?
FA
2
Cup.
weeks?
Yeah.
When's the next round of this game? 2 weeks, right? So at least he knows, I'm looking forward. I've got a game to play in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Give them that character dangle, keeps them happy, keeps the squad happy, keeps everybody motivated. So if we go deeper into it, then you know that's when the big boys are coming. Because right now, you look at Everton. Everton don't have no European football. Everybody else has European football. Liverpool can't rest no players. because they just don't have the players to rest. Man City, all right, they've got a squad to probably rotate. Tottenham can't really. Jose wants to win that. So right now, if we can rest certain players in key games, then I think we're going to have the advantage. You know, those teams in the Champions League, they're in it to win it. Tottenham are in it to win it. Okay, I'm not saying that we're not in it to win it. You know, I'm not going to be blasé enough to say, oh, we're going to feel blah, blah, blah. But I feel that, me personally, let them put out their hardest teams so they're humping and pumping twice a week. You know what I mean? And give our players the rest. Martial came on today. I was surprised that he came on, but fair enough. You know, try and give these Shaw. Shaw's got a complete rest. Dahia's got a complete rest. You know, Wan-Bissaka, we ain't got nobody who can play right back. So he's not going to have the opportunity to have the rest. I said we don't have anybody to play right. Yeah. So, as I said, it's not charity, bruv. They have had their opportunity and haven't taken it. Yeah. When you get into the first team, you need to be a first team player. Yeah. You can't be going out there making the same higgledy-piggledy bloody mistakes all the time. Yeah. You even your brethren, your manager might not want to tell you, but you see when you get home, your proper brethren are going to tell you that you were shit. You know what I mean? Even if your manager's sometimes you have to assess your own game. And Brandon Williams, obviously, for us to have gone out and got told, Brandon Williams played big games last season. He hasn't had that. We went out and bought a cover left back. So Brandon Williams is third choice. But he can't even get a stiff at cover right back.
Yeah.
We played Mensah ahead of him. And we ended up selling Mensah. You see what I mean? So where is he in the pecking order at United in regards to position? Are we going to loan him out next season? You know?
Well, I think we were going to loan him out to Newcastle, but the agreement broke down, didn't it? Because I think we sold Mensah, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zeke?
Zeke, let's hit you up.
Yeah, just going back to your question about the Europa League, it is just really a second-rate competition because growing up, you know, I associate Man United with being in the Champions League or nothing. You know, if you ask a player like Andy Cole, David Beckham, they say, well, I never won Europa League because I wasn't playing in it. And I'm only watching Man United in the Europa League because Man United are in it. It's like, you know, if you've got a kid and, you know, you go and watch his school play, you know the school play is going to be rubbish, but you just watched it because your kid's in it.
Yeah.
I would just never, like, watch the Europa League other than that, you know. But it's good for some players to get experience in the European competition, like Brandon Williams and all them. So, yeah, that's the only bonus from it. But just going back, I just think Solskjaer, the reason why we're there is because tactically, that last game against Leipzig, he put out the wrong formation, 3-5-2, when we beat them 5-0 at home using 4-3-3. And
can I say something to you about that?
Yes, yeah.
Can I ask your thoughts on that? But as you brought it up, when it happened, obviously the night before, Pogba had been playing. Do you think Ollie did it because of what was said by Riola? About he came out the night before and said that he's definitely going to be leaving Manchester United, blah, blah, blah. Do you think because Ollie didn't have an opportunity to man-to-man talk to him, because 2 weeks afterwards, Pogba's been playing every game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been playing every game. That was the only, if you think about that whole period, he was playing up until that game. And then he didn't play, and then he got dropped for 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. I feel like maybe Ollie did want to make an example out of him, but the point is, we beat them. I think we needed a draw for the last game. And I think Ollie was thinking, all right, if we only need a draw, I'll play 3-5-2. So he was going sort of like Mourinho sort of tactics, just trying to get the result.
Okay.
But really, his motto should have been, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We beat them 5-0 at home using 4-3-3. That's what we should have stuck to, because during the game, I think we were 3-0 down. We went back to 4-3-3. We scored 2 goals and we nearly scraped it at the end and got the draw. So I think he's got to learn from that, though. And, you know, this Europa League is a good competition for him to rectify that.
Okay, so for me, Europa League, I'm a Champions League kind of guy. I love I hate not listening to that music. Give me I remember back in the days, Man United, when we used to always qualify for Champions League. And you hear the music come on, and you give goose pimples and everything. Exciting to watch it. But with your point, listen, a trophy's a trophy, and at the end of the day, I want us to win a trophy. Every single trophy Man United enter at the beginning of the season, I want us to win it. I know, obviously, this semi-final thing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm hoping we can get rid of this little hoodoo and get to a final in the FA Cup and also in the final of the this Europa League final as well. And I don't think we'll win the league. We never said we're going to win the league, but at the same time, for me, is go there and try to win 2 trophies. The 2 trophies that we stand a chance and opportunity to win. Let Solskjaer go out there and actually learn, like what you say, Kay, about the mistakes what he's made in the games against like Leipzig, the mistake he made against PSG by the formation he's played, and going out there and fixing those problems and going to win it. Because me as a person, I'm not Ole in, but I honestly believe if he doesn't win a trophy this season, this is his last season because his contract runs out next season. I don't know if they will see him out till the end because we can't. The squad of players we've got, I know we will laugh and we'll joke and everything about it and say some of the players are dead wood and things like that, but it's still a good squad of players. It's a good squad of players. It's not bad. It's not a cheap squad of players. It's a good squad of players. And for us, we're Manchester United now. Always will say, we're Manchester United. We're not looking at your Real Madrid. We're not looking at your Arsenal. We're not looking at your Barcelona. We're not looking at anyone else. We're looking at ourselves because that's where we are. We're at that level. We're the biggest club in the world, in my opinion, because that's what I believe in. There's no other club bigger than Manchester United in world football. So we should be in Champions League week in, season out, challenging, getting to the finals of these things. Europa League, all right then, it's a step down. We should be going to win it. We're Manchester United. Every trophy counts. That's where, as a player, you want to win a trophy. If you play Sunday League football and you're in a cup, you're excited because you want to go on and win a trophy. And that's in the Sunday League football. As a professional footballer, that's what you want. So my thing is, I want the trophy.
Good. Just one more point I want to make quickly before we take. Since that game against RB, where we lost
Leipzig.
Yeah. Has he gone back to 5-3-2? I haven't seen him play 5-3-2.
No, he hasn't.
So maybe, that's a lesson. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, he hasn't. Right, guys, let's wrap it up. Please like, subscribe, share. Very good conversation, very good content tonight, guys. No comments tonight. Unfortunately, we're playing in Europa League, so I think that's probably part of the reason. I think we'll be hotting up back tomorrow again. So we'll be back tomorrow. I reckon about 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be back if everyone's good for 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock tomorrow. To do the preview show for Newcastle. We've got a very special guest tomorrow, so there'll be about 4 or 5 of us on tomorrow with this preview show, and then we've got the reaction show as well again on Sunday after the game. So before we go, guys, can we go to Kay, our guest? Who's your man in the match? Fred.
It has to be Fred. Yeah, I had to think about it. I didn't want to say, but it's just there was some really good performances today. But yeah, it has to be Fred. Sorry.
On one day, I'll come to Mr. B last. I have to.
Don't say, all right, man of the match, I think it's Bruno. Once again, gave a wicked performance, up and down. Doesn't matter what level he's playing at, the Europa League, Premiership, he proves it. And I think he's everything for us right now. It makes us tick. Even though when Mata came on, he was doing the same sort of drive. Man, they're similar players. He does the same kind of driving runs, energetic, running back, enthusiastic. It's really nice to see. But Bruno, for me, was the best player on the pitch today.
Mr.
MOS.
V. Mr. V. He's not happy.
I'm not giving it to fucking Fred because he made one pass He made one good pass. Yes, I'm not giving it to Fred. Yeah, he needs to do that for another 4 or 5 games. My manager, and see, the thing is, Bruno is that guy now where if he don't do what he did today is normal. I'm going to give my man of the match today to Harry Maguire.
Wow. Okay.
He kept the clean sheet. I don't think he put a foot wrong today. So my man of the match is Harry Maguire.
Yeah, I think fair enough. I mean, I think it's to do with why he had a good game.
Yeah.
And that one where Bailly was running with the guy and Maguire was able to catch up and do that tackle. I thought, yeah, he looked good. But I'm glad that we've all got a different man in the match, different MOM.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Wait.
From Solo, yeah.
We always talk about how good Bruce
Fred
is.
all the way.
And I just think
all the way.
The way you lot talked about Fred on the last show, man, was just what do you call him? You said Fred is dead. Well, not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. He's very much alive.
Solo. We're gonna ask you now, okay? I'm gonna give you the platform. Let's hear who you think was the best player on the pitch today. Man of the match. Tell us.
Man of the match. Mac Fred. Just for that pass.
Both of them, yeah.
Just for that pass. Just for that pass. Just for that pass. And listen, like we said, like Kay said, on the show, we've been giving him he's been getting a hard time on the show. So for me, today was one day I sit there and I say, you know what? When he set that goal up, and when I see Daniel James score that goal, I was literally hitting you lot with the WhatsApp. I was hitting it. I was hitting it because, you know what? He does get criticised. I know he had bad performances and things like that. Fred does. But just for tonight, I will celebrate what that pass he did. I'll celebrate it with the man of the match. Even though, like you said, Maguire had a fantastic game. Maguire had a fantastic game because Bailly made him look good tonight. Bruno Fernandes is always great. Bruno Fernandes is always great. Always great. So, sometimes I'm looking at the smaller details at the moment and giving him the man of the match for that. That's my view anyway.
Just Mac Fred means McTominay and Fred. It's like a burger.
Yeah, it's a burger. So, Mac Fred.
McTominay and Fred were man of the match, both of them.
No. Just I'm giving it to Fred. Fred the Red.
Just Fred.
Just Fred the Red. Just Fred the Red. Fred the Red's getting it. So that is it. So guys, we're going to wrap up. We're going to come back here again, as I said, next week. We've got lots going on. FTB Sports. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll be back again with you guys tomorrow. So guys, thank you very much for tonight. Absolutely amazing show as always. And we'll be back tomorrow. So let's play out the best song in world football.
Let's sing.